What's up guys, MissPass here back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary video, and today we are going to be covering something that is a little bit polarizing right now in the Galaxy of Heroes community, and that is the K2SO pack that the Google Play players are enjoying right now. Anybody playing on Google got a pleasant surprise when they woke up this morning, and it was the Rogue One Heroes K2SO pack sitting in their data cards waiting for them. If you were under 85, you got the K2SO pack, which included a little plethora of goodies, including crystals, credits, ability mats, some training droids, and K2SO himself. Would it be him, her, itself? I don't know. Do droids have genders? Nobody knows. But if you were 85, you got a few other little goodies. Unfortunately, I was a little bit too zealous when I was opening my packs this morning, and I didn't record it, so I had to go to my alt account, which is only level 84, so I didn't have the other packs. The other packs included some more ability mats, some more crystals, including omegas and a couple other things, and basically it was just a bunch of more stuff. So essentially, when anybody playing on the Google Play account will have K2SO event available to them. It is the Escape from Jedha event, and it will reward K2SO shards when you accomplish each of the stages. Now, I wasn't sure when I initially started whether it was repeatable or if it was limited to you're only allowed to do one event or what, but I did pull up the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.gg webpage for K2SO, and he is a rebel tank, as if we needed another tank for the rebels, and he is a droid, so any of you running HK-47 and his buddies will enjoy maybe playing around with him, seeing how he performs on that squad. His basic attack has a chance to inflict offense down, his special attack will inflict daze and call an assist. His unique ability causes him to gain Taunt, or has a chance for him to gain Taunt for one turn. That is only good for one attack. Once he is attacked once, that taunt goes away. His other unique is a counter attack, and that a counter chance is reduced by half when he is debuffed. In addition, he gains protection when he takes damage. So he recovers a little bit of the damage that he takes whenever he gets attacked, and he has a chance to taunt. So he is a unique tank in that whenever he attacks has a chance to gain taunt. So that is kind of nifty. However, it is just a single attack taunt, so that may be kind of useless if he takes AoE damage, but that's just something to think of or think about. He actually does a decent amount of damage, and his base potency is pretty good. 37% base potency is not bad. And then his health and protection are a little bit over 50 to 53,000, so that's not bad at all. So jumping into the event, like I said, I thought that maybe it was just a kind of like the credit heist where your attempts are shared between all of the tiers. So I went ahead and started with the hardest tier, and I wasn't sure. I read up on all of the little tooltips and advice for each of the events, and it mentioned that there would be a character capable of counterattacking, so I figured high damage group would be good. I didn't think about the fact that that character who counterattacked would be buffed with a retribution buff, so I didn't take any characters that could strip buffs. Silly me, right? So plus I did this morning and I wasn't really thinking clearly, so I just kind of was like, ooh, shards, characters, special events, you know. So I just kind of jumped into it with my high damage squad. I had been having a little bit of fun with Barasafi in Galactic War, or not having fun facing Barasafi in Galactic War because she's always stripping my debuffs. So I decided to throw Barasafi on my squad and just kind of play around with her a little bit. I'm kind of regretting that and thinking that I probably should have taken Qui-Gon Jinn in here, and you'll see why. So needless to say, you've got sand troopers, shore trooper, or not shore troopers, but stormtroopers and stormtrooper commandos, the ones that heal. So obviously, these are the same stormtroopers that we are capable of playing in the game, so they can taunt, give themselves defense up, the whole 9 yards. And then the sand troopers, I guess, will call assists and all that. And then, of course, there's the Imperial officers that show up all over the game whenever you're facing an Empire squad or an Empire-themed event. So the Imperial officer, pretty basic, pretty run-of-the-mill. The first 3 tiers, or the first 3 engagements of this highest tier are pretty simple, pretty easy. It's not until you get into the final encounter that you really start going, holy moly, this is going to be insane. Because, yeah, you've got the Sand Trooper Commando right there with the Retribution buff on himself, which means that if I had gone in there with literally anybody else in the game who was capable of stripping buffs, I would have been squared away. Perfectly great. It would have been awesome. And then also, K2 missed his daze right there. You noticed I tried to use his charging ability that inflicts daze, and unfortunately it was resisted by the Sand Trooper captain, so I kind of was left just dealing with the retribution, just staying there, not able to get rid of it. And if you're curious, the retribution that he has stays on him for, I think, either 8 or 9 turns. You'll see it fall off here in just a minute. But if you are unfamiliar with Daze, Daze is a new debuff that we've already seen on ships. The Resistance pilot's ship is capable of dazing its targets. So what Daze does is it restricts the target from gaining bonus turn meter, much like Emperor Palpatine's shock, and it also prevents the target from assisting when called to assist, kind of like stun, but then it also prevents the target from counterattacking. So what this ability has the potential to do is really kind of render a lot of characters that are very powerful right now. Ayala Secura is very powerful, and she has a built-in counterattack. You also have Sun Fac, who is capable of countering right now, and his basic attack strips buffs. So if you can take away Sun Fac's buff removal with his counterattack, that definitely kind of adds a whole new aspect of the game. Daze is a unique debuff that I'm actually kind of stoked to really kind of play around with a little bit. So I'm kind of stoked that I've got K2SO, and that hopefully over the next few days I'll be getting him hopefully to 7 stars by the end of the event, if that is the way that this all works. You notice that you can refresh these tiers with crystals, however I have not refreshed any of them with crystals. I think that's probably for people who are so impatient that they can't wait 1 week to get a character to 6 or 7 stars. But if you are a regular free-to-play player, 1 week is peanuts, you know, especially when you're thinking of how long it takes to farm just one character from the cantina, from nothing to 7 stars. We're talking like 5 to 6 weeks, depending on how many refreshes of the cantina you do. And if you are free to play, you're probably not doing more than 1 or 2 refreshes every day, if that. So the rest of these tiers are much easier than that last tier. I actually went ahead and played through this one, even though I probably could have put it on auto, just because I didn't want Qui-Gon Jinn to strip the buff straight away from the Sand Trooper Captain. So I wanted to actually be able to show how effective Daze really is. So there's Daze on the Captain, and he does not counterattack Biggs. There you go. In the next few phases, I went ahead and did strip the buff just to confirm that it was removable by Qui-Gon Jinn and his humbling blow. So that will be, you'll see that in a few minutes. not a few minutes, but a couple seconds when I get to that tier, because I do put the next tiers on auto and just run through it real quick. The rewards for all of the tiers are K2 shards, credits, and ally points. So you'll get ally points, you'll get a lot more credits the first time you do it. So this first day that you knock all the events out, you get a lot more credits when you do it the first day than you do the next few days. Definitely make sure that you're getting in, doing your K2 event, and actually getting all of his shards, because you will get him 7 stars before the end of the event. So there you go. Humbling Blow will remove the buff, and it just makes it cake. I mean, if you take somebody in on the last tier, you will not end up doing a 1v1 or a 2v1 shootout like I did with Biggs and K2 against the Sand Trooper Captain. So right here, you're going to get to see all of the shards that you get. So 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. So you get a lot of shards for this. Don't worry about refreshing. You shouldn't have to refresh. If anything, you'll only have to refresh on the last day if maybe you missed a day and didn't get his shards one day. I don't know. But bottom line here, his abilities are actually pretty dang awesome. I kind of like his tool set. He's not a bad tank, it doesn't seem. I mean, 52 to 53,000 total health and protection combined before any mods are applied is not bad at all. You're talking about a fairly easy gear as well. He only requires 2 Ackroyd droid collars. The rest of the gear that he needs is farmable. Up until you get to the gear that you're going to need the AAT tank raid to obtain, he is completely farmable aside from 2 droid collars, and those droid collars that are at gear 8 and gear 9. Aside from those 2 droid collars, everything is just a matter of going out and farming it. So be happy that this new character that is pretty much free to all of you Android users is also a pretty simple gear. So when it comes down to all of you Apple guys, Apple users, Apple gals, you guys, yeah, you're missing out on K2SO right now, but don't get all too up in arms with EA right now, because this was a promotional deal with EA and Google. Obviously, K2SO being a droid, makes sense that droid users, Android users, would be getting him exclusively, potentially early. My speculation is that eventually the iOS will see K2SO come to their platform. I just don't know how long that will be, or if it may be. I may be completely speculating right now, but that's kind of just where I'm at right now. I'm still waiting on a response back from EA on, what their official response to all of you iOS users is. So when I do finally hear something from EA, I will definitely get that information out via my Twitter, my Facebook, and my Discord server that I have. So if you want to be following me, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and join my Discord. I have a whole bunch of other players on there that we all kind of chat, discuss what's going on in the game. The fact that I hate tournaments right now, yes, I do. I hate tournaments. They are probably my least favorite thing in this game, just being honest. I really have absolutely no desire, as much as I would love to have Jen. I don't have the time to dedicate or devote to any tournaments, much less the opportunity, really. Especially in the holiday season, I just don't have the time to dedicate to try and even get into the top 100, and honestly, in my opinion, it's not even worth doing the tournament if you're not going to get into the top 100. That's just my personal feeling. So iOS users, don't worry. I'm sure that there's going to be something coming down the road for you guys eventually. Just revel in the fact that you did get Wedge for free. So if you were a low-level player, you are playing on iOS, you got a character that most people will not unlock until they're in their 70s, 80s. for free at 4 stars at potentially like level 20. So enjoy your wigs or your wedge. Sorry, I'm so used to saying wigs because once you've got bigs and wedge, you never use the two of them separately. But at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I kind of rambled a little bit there, but it's kind of a lot of information, a lot going on. I know that there are a lot of players right now that are going WTF, where's my K2? And then a lot of Android players going, holy crap, a free character, this is insane, I don't know what to do with this guy. So use him strategically whenever you come up on, hey, Count Dooku, use that daze, make Count Dooku just kind of stand there like a wet noodle. And then just kind of have fun with him, guys. So follow me on Facebook, Twitter, join my Discord server to get that EA response. As soon as I get it, I will forward it out to you guys via social media. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and I will catch you later.